Have you guys ever wanted to watch anime with me? Well, now you guys can. We watch all type of anime and we do it on a nightly basis. All you guys have to do is follow me on Twitch and click the link in the description to join the Discord. With that out of the way, let's get into the intro. Even though the show is amazing, being on the top of the manga list for a while, it's safe to say that One Piece is the king of shonen. Now, every king has its flaws, and One Piece is no exception to that rule. There are certain things within the One Piece community that the fans just all agree on that aren't good and that they dislike, which can sometimes turn away people. Now, on this list, there's probably like one or two of them I don't mind as much, and I'll let you guys know when they appear in the video. If you guys enjoy One Piece content, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on a video. With that out of the way, my name is Potential Unleashed, and here are 10 things every fan dislikes about One Piece. To start out, we have bad animation. Now you guys already know I had to put this on the list first. One Piece probably gets the most hate for its animation over anything else. Personally, I think, some people take it to the extreme where they say the animation is so bad that they can't watch the show, where I think that's a bit far-fetched. Now, they do have some moments where you'll watch the show and then pause at mid-episode because of how bad it is. I'd say those scenes are as bad as, the people who would hate on Dragon Ball Super at the beginning. Now, we're in Wano where the animation is the best in the series, not on the level of things like Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Demon Slayer, and a few others, but I feel like it's pretty good. Alright, next up we have certain characters. Now, there are a total of 6 characters that the One Piece community can all agree on hating. They either hate some of them or all of them. Those characters include Charlos, Flampe, Akainu, Blackbeard, Spandam, and Hody Jones. Now, the reason why people don't like Akainu or Blackbeard is not because they're poorly written characters, no, it's because of what they did to Ace and having him captured and killed. With the other 4 characters I listed, people don't like them either because of their voice, their personality, or just because they're just downright annoying. Next up, we have characters who don't die. Okay, how can characters not dying be a bad thing? Well, there's a ton of moments where characters are set up to have an amazing death but don't die, and I don't know why. Does Oda have something against killing off characters? The 3 characters I can think of that were killed off were Ace, Whitebeard, and Pedro. Not killing off characters personally makes the moments less impactful and takes attention away from future scenes. Moments like Pels and Pound's sacrifice, Spandam being snapped in half were ruined because they came back from death's doorstep. Hopefully Oda makes up for it in killing Kaido. Alright, so next up on the list we do have Dressrosa's pacing. Probably the worst paced arc in all of anime history, and I've heard that the Naruto War arc was paced pretty badly. It's so bad that I recommend those who watch One Piece to go ahead and read it instead. I feel that the anime extended fights and different interactions way too much at the point, and it made plot points pretty bad as well. I do think that Dressrosa is a good arc, but with it being over 100 episodes, I think they could have shaved off a good 20 or so, giving it better pacing where different parts didn't even need to be animated. Alright, this one might be controversial because there's a lot of excited people out there, but I have Overbus. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of fan service because every anime has it in their show, but One Piece goes a little bit overboard showing off different body proportions. There have been several instances where the fan service has been good, nothing over the top, but at the same time, there's been times where it's way too much. Like for instance, when you look at the manga and the anime, Viola's body proportions are twice the size of the manga for whatever reason. I feel like once the time skip happened, that's when the animators went out of their way just to show how well the females have developed. Another thing that, every fan of One Piece dislike is when other fans outside of One Piece say it's too long and it has too much filler. I think this right here is probably my biggest pet peeve about the entire anime community. Now, don't get me wrong, the story is long, but it's worth to watch. And whenever they say it's too long, they say it's not even a good story, which I don't understand. If the story was wrapped up, quicker than what it was, I feel like, they would have rushed the show and One Piece wouldn't be as good. People watch the OG Naruto Shippuden and watch or read Boruto, I heard it's trash, which has a total of 897 episodes, with half of that being filler, and the same goes with Bleach. But One Piece has a better story with less than 100 episodes of filler. People don't give it a chance because they're intimidated on how long it is, when they don't have to force themselves to power through it in a few weeks and can pace themselves as long as they need to. Okay, so next up, I have unnecessary filler in fight scenes. When I say filler in fights, I'm not talking about filler episodes with fights. No, I'm talking about fights during the main canon of the show that get dragged out or aren't canon. For example, we have Sanji versus X Drake. That's not canon, but because of where it was placed, people assumed it was. Just like Whitebeard in the Akainu fight, he didn't stand over him with intimidation. In the manga, he had to use a sneak attack in order to inflict damage. Doing this leads to false information and depictions of characters and their powers. Another thing that fans dislike is the overuse of Sanji gags. And I'm a Zoro fan, but this is ridiculous. I mean, I like Sanji too, but it's getting ridiculous at this point. This man Sanji has become a meme at the point where his gags are probably the most I've seen in any anime. Post time skip, the gags are way too much. Pre-time skip, I say the gags were actually pretty funny, but now I feel like they're unnecessary, and sometimes they come in the middle of major arcs or scenes. Sanji has already had some gags during the Wano War, and he'll probably get some when the war is over, and probably for the rest of the series. If they limited it or spreaded it out, then the gags, I'd be more happy with it. This is a little nitpicky and probably the most nitpicky part of the list, but I must say full major fights not shown. And, there's a solid reason why some major fights aren't shown, but still, the streets need to see them. Although they add hype and mystery to the fight, there isn't one person in the One Piece fandom who doesn't want to see them. Ace versus Blackbeard, Akainu versus Aokiji, Roger versus Whitebeard, and those are just a few. Just talking about them gets me hyped, but I'm sad because we'll never get to see them. So the last thing that every One Piece fan dislike on this list is when One Piece will be on break next week. This is something that breaks all diehard fans' hearts, especially if we get left on a cliffhanger and then we have to wait almost 2 weeks for another chapter, which sucks. But I am grateful because unlike, mangas like Attack on Titan and Dragon Ball and other animes, other mangas, we do get a chapter every week, and the same goes with anime episodes. But I don't want to be a heartless fan because Oda definitely deserves more breaks and vacation from his writing, but as a manga reader, it's still a bit saddening. And those are just some of the things that every fan of One Piece dislikes. Let me know what I left out. Let me know if you guys agree with my list. What other things do One Piece fans dislike? Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat there in the description on the screen. Go ahead and do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to unleash your potential.